What's he unboxing? What'd it be? Well, I don't know. Shut up and see.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you've been watching my channel since it started, which is kind of crazy, maybe doubtful, then you know it started with basically Cemetery Dance books and Nocturnal Reader's Box unboxings. Nocturnal Reader's Box was a subscription horror box that had a lot of really cool stuff in it. I even have the very last subscription box they sent out, which was the Joe Hill box. I had tried the Nightworms box for a little bit, but they can't ship a hardcover without dinging the corners. I parted ways amicably with them and swore off all subscription boxes from here on out, because you get a book, you get stuff, and none of it is stuff that you necessarily picked out. It's a lot of fun. It's like giving yourself a gift every month because you don't know what's in it. So they're little surprises. But month to month, it can get expensive. And if you get a lot of books that you don't want to read and you have very limited shelf space, you can see how it eats into your book budget and your shelf space. So all of that said, I had gotten intel on an edition I will want from Twisted Retreat. If you were at my live, I think 2 weeks ago, whatever, then you saw that play out where everybody was talking about what's coming from Twisted Retreat and how do I get on the subscription service. There's a book-only subscription service that I wanted, but there's a long wait list apparently because I signed up for that, and I still haven't been notified about a spot opening up. But in the meantime, I bought the full box subscription to get on the train so I can get that book, which I know is coming. It's not very sustainable. I probably won't continue, but I get to show you what that experience is like with the Twisted Retreat box. This is the full box subscription service, so it's a book and some goodies inspired by horror films. I think I saw the reveal. They do reveal the title of the book. If you want it to be a mystery, you can just never ask, never look at the reveal, and just go with it and be pleasantly surprised or horrifically disappointed when you get the book in the mail. Hopefully, it's pleasantly surprised. I'm someone who will always look at the book title because I'm not getting books from certain authors, and I'm not wasting precious shelf space on somebody I know I'm not going to want. So let's get into this, and I can tell you what I think of the overall experience at the end, and then you can see if this is something you might want to do. So first of all, this is a big box. This is a very big box. Nocturnal Readers boxes, well, maybe they were this big. I'll have to go compare to the Joe Hill box I have. So here's the Nocturnal Readers box. It's pretty big, but I think Twisted Retreat edges them out just a little bit. This Twisted Retreat looks a little taller, but not by much, not by a whole lot. But we know it's what's inside the box that counts. Ooh, it's very, very fragrant. It comes with an info card telling me what's in the August box. I'm not even going to try to read this to you right now. I have eyes, but they're like really barely functional. So let's see what we got. I don't even know where to begin. So this is freeze-dried mulberry. That's pretty. I think that's not what I'm smelling. So a package of food. This might be what I'm smelling. This is Terrors in the Night Aromatherapy Pendant. Terrors in the Night. That's where they belong, in the night. Let's see what this is. A keyhole? A screwdriver? This is fun. This is a little metal gargoyle type thing. Comes with a keyhole. So apparently this is a candle holder. You put the candle there, and then the candle throws crazy shadows on the wall. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. I gotta say, there's a lot of stuff in here. This is a box. It's a little tin thing that you could hide stuff in, perhaps a handgun, a small handgun. That is cool. It's tin, folk horror Twisted Retreat right there. So you put it on the shelf, and it sits on the shelf, and it looks like a little book. And when somebody's robbing you, you're like, well, let me just hand you my most valuable book. Okay, this guy's got some good books. You pull this out, you open it up, there's a handgun in there. There's a handgun. And then you defend yourself. And then you get a parade. That's not how that would go. But what else we got? We got a midsummer bath soak. So you put these little crystals in your bath and you get a bath soak. This is a long box. And what is in it? Oh, man. I don't know why I'm so impressed by this, but I am. It is a spoon rest. Look at that. It's a bona fide spoon rest. I guess you could use it as a shoehorn, but that is, as long as you don't have like the Bible study in your house, and then they say, well, hey, Jeff, what's that spoon rest doing there? That is pretty badass. I'm loving that. Oh, there's some crazy stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cancel this. So this is a styrofoam block. I'm wondering if this was just in there to keep everything safe. But no, there's something in here. A cool little figurine. This reminds me of a little bit like Nightmare Before Christmas, but not. It's a little ghost walking his ghost dog. Look at that. That is so fun. That is so fun. Then we got a sticker in my horror era, which has been lasting since I was born to the present moment. Then finally the book that gets me to where I want to be. The Bone Drenched Woods. Oh, you can't see it. The Bone Drenched Woods. Bone drenched. Would you think Bones is drenching anything? I could see Bones cluttering. The bone cluttered woods. You just haven't had time to clear up all the bones. And then your mom comes to visit and wondering why there's so many bones. Twisted Retreat does these rebinds, and they get like stenciled edges, which is what we got here. All done up. Oh, that's cool. Little bone. Look at that. That's cool. I like that. The Bone Drenched Woods by L.V. Russell. And, ooh, look at the cool. That's cool. So the Bone Drenched Woods. It looks like it's a perfect bound book. Very square. And this would be what L.V. Russell, her author photo, would look like. Carve the bones, 1 for the gate, 1 for the door, 2 for the mantle, and 3 for the floor. It's giving Winterset Hollow, but with more bones. Nice end sheets, illustrated end sheets, and a signature. So it is an exclusive Twisted Retreat edition with a signature. Nicely done. I, again, have not read L.V. Russell, have no idea if I'm going to like Bone Drenched Woods, but I know I'm going to like looking at it. I know that probably hurts an author's heart to hear like, oh, you're lusting after my book because of everything I had nothing to do with. I know. I hope and I anticipate I'll love it. And I will say that the wonderful presentation certainly doesn't hurt my potential enjoyment. It does create a lovely first impression and sets the mood just right for a read. And I do greatly look forward to reading this. I do have another Twisted Retreat edition. I actually did a video and I never edited or posted it for Every House is Haunted, which I bought directly from Twisted Retreat. So this is the main stage act. This is why I would subscribe to Twisted Retreat, for the box. But I will say all the other stuff was really cool. The spoon rest, I think, is a huge plus, as well as that tin fake book to stick, bills. You got jewels, put them in that. I don't know. I just like thinking about the hidden treasures. I will, because I did that as a kid. You know, you all did that as a child. You had your little hidden treasures, and you like to stick it in a secret compartment, and you know, it's all very fascinating. I probably will never use bath salts, and the shadow candle thing is cool, but I also will probably never use that. I will munch on those mulberries, and I will read the book. So all told, I think Twisted Retreat delivered great value for what they sent. If you're an LV Russell fan, that value goes through the roof because you got a really cool book. And I may now be an LV Russell fan after I read it, whenever I can get to it. But overall, fantastic job. If you're going to do a subscription box and you say you have to do one, this would be one. This was a great experience. And I think they really did a great job creating a lot of value for the box. I, of course, am hunting for that one special book that I know they are doing further down the line. Will I hang on until then? I don't know. But it won't be because I was disappointed today. Let me just say that. So kudos to the folks at Twisted Retreat. And thank you for watching. I'm glad you were here to join me this time. I hope to see you again next time. And in the meantime, stay frosty.